It was the kind of call that forced silence into the room. At 4:12 a.m., the Brazil Crime Unit received a report from the civil defense team of Serra Alta. 3 young photographers, Lucas, Marina, Rafael, vanished after exploring the trails near the Arapema Dam, a massive hydroelectric structure built during the late years of Brazil's military dictatorship. The only clue left behind was a torn backpack, found half submerged near the lake. Detective Rafael Torres, staring at the file under the fluorescent lights of the unit's HQ, felt something tighten in his stomach. Disappearances near dams always meant trouble. Strong currents, unpredictable geology, and sometimes things left behind by people who counted on the water to hide secrets. Izzy entered with 2 coffees. "You're not going to like this," she said, dropping a sealed bag on the table. In it were the contents recovered from the backpack: a cracked memory card, a damaged phone, and a small industrial gas mask, clearly old. 1960s, maybe 70s. Marcone leaned closer. "Why would 3 urban photographers carry antique industrial masks?" Izzy shrugged. "They didn't. This belonged to someone else." Raphael flipped through the initial report. The trio was known for exploring abandoned structures, old factories, empty hotels, forgotten farms. They ran a successful channel showing urban decay. Their last message said, "Found something big, unreal, sending pics when we get signal." Then silence. Not a single transmission came through. Raphael stood. "We go now." They reached the Arapema Dam just before sunrise. Fog blanketed the reservoir. The structure loomed like a concrete giant, its walls wet with condensation, its turbines humming below like distant thunder. Built in 1974, the dam had a reputation for technical problems, lawsuits, and political tension. Half the town swore it should have never been built. The other half survived because of the energy and jobs it brought. A civil defense agent handed Raphael a waterproof case. "We recovered this about 20 meters from the trail," he said. "It's their camera." Inside, a DSLR, waterlogged but intact enough for Izzy to salvage the files. She plugged it into her tablet. Images appeared. The last photos the trio had taken. First, forest trails. Next, the dam from a high angle. Then, a metallic hatch near the waterline. Then, corrupted pixels. The final readable photo showed a door hidden beneath a concrete ledge, half concealed by vines and algae. Above it, faded paint revealed a number, B12. Izzy zoomed in. "That's not on any blueprint," Raphael exhaled, "which means it's real, and hidden for a reason." They followed the photographer's road along the lakeside. After 30 minutes, they reached a rusted platform extending slightly over the water. Just below it, partly submerged, exactly as in the photo, the hatch. A metal wheel locked it shut. Izzy scanned the surface. "These bolts were opened recently. Maybe the kids got inside." Raphael touched the metal. Cold, smooth, important. They opened it. Cold, damp air rushed out like the breath of a cave. The team climbed down a ladder into darkness. Flashlights sliced the void. The tunnel inside was narrow, curved, humid. Pipes ran along the ceiling, dripping water. It was clearly part of the original construction, likely a maintenance passage. "Look at this," Izzy whispered. On the wall, a painted sign, Cedar B, Sublevel 12, Restrito, Sector B, Sublevel 12, Restricted. Marcone grunted. This place wasn't meant to be found. They advanced deeper. The tunnel sloped downward, the air growing thicker. Then they found the first body, a young man, Lucas. He lay near a ventilation grate, eyes open, hands curled tightly around the floor. No visible wounds. Izzy knelt. He suffocated. Not drowning, air poisoning. She sniffed lightly. Old industrial gas. Probably methane mixed with decaying organic compounds. Marcone looked down the corridor. Where the hell did the gas come from? Raphael didn't answer, because he already suspected. Farther in, they found scrawls on the walls. "Get out! Don't open the doors! He's still here!" Izzy whispered. "These weren't here originally. Someone added them recently." At the next intersection, they heard it. A metallic clang echoing through the tunnels. Not wind, not pipes. Footsteps. Raphael motioned for silence. A shadow moved behind a set of pipes. "Police!" Raphael called. "Show yourself!" No answer. They split. Carefully, Izzy with the drone, Marcone with Raphael. The drone hovered ahead, mapping the fork. The left tunnel ended abruptly at a locked gate. The right tunnel disappeared into darkness. Then the drone captured movement. A figure running. Izzy gasped. "Someone is down here." They sprinted. The corridor opened into a massive underground chamber, half flooded, half collapsed. Heavy machinery rusted in place. Broken lights dangled from the ceiling, and standing near the center, ankle-deep in water, holding a flashlight, Raphael, the missing photographer, alive, shaking, pale. He raised his hands. "Please, don't leave me here." Izzy ran to him. "Where's Marina?" His lips trembled. "He took her. The old man. The one who lives down here." Rafael Torres froze. "What old man?" The young survivor swallowed hard. "The engineer. The one who built this place. He never left." They brought the boy to the surface. He was dehydrated, terrified, barely able to speak. At the emergency station, he told the rest. "We thought the hatch was abandoned, but the deeper we went, the more it felt like someone lived inside. We saw signs, tools, footprints, fresh food. Marina got scared. Lucas wanted to turn back. Then the gas hit us." He exhaled sharply. "But someone saved me, dragged me to a higher area, gave me water, told me to stay quiet. I never saw his face, but he was old. His hands were shaking." Raphael leaned closer. "Did he hurt Marina?" "No. He protected me. He warned us not to go deeper. He said the vault was cursed." Izzy narrowed her eyes. "Vault?" The young man nodded. "That's what he called it. The Drowned Vault. Sector B. Something from the old days." Raphael stood. "We're going back in." With backup, oxygen supplies, and full hazard suits, they re-entered the tunnel system. The lower chambers were worse than before. Rust, stagnant water, gases mixing in the air. And deeper in, the corridor shook, not from machinery, but from the dam's powerful turbines resonating through the concrete. They pressed forward. At last, they found a door unlike any other. Huge, steel, reinforced, engraved with military markings. Depósito Setor B, Arquivo Restrito, 1974. Sector B Storage, Restricted Archive, 1974. Beside it lay the second body, Marina. Izzy covered her mouth. She didn't die here. She was brought here. No wounds, no struggle, suffocation. Same as Lucas. Marcone clenched his fists. This vault killed them, but something was off. Marina was holding something tightly, a piece of paper. Izzy unfolded it carefully. It was a blueprint, showing something that shouldn't exist. A massive hidden room behind the vault door, labeled only as Archivo Morto, Cedar B, Dead Archive, Sector B. Raphael whispered, "This was never on record." Marcone nodded. "Means it was meant to be forgotten." They opened the vault. Inside was a cavernous room, walls lined with metal shelves, all collapsed by water damage. Old files floated across a dark pool. The smell was suffocating. Mold, gas, mud, decay. Then they saw him, an old man, thin, gray-bearded, wearing ragged work clothes, standing near the far wall, holding a lantern. He spoke without fear. "I knew you would come." Raphael lifted his light. "You worked here." The old man nodded. 49 years ago, I was an engineer. They made us build this vault. They didn't tell us what it was for, but we learned." Izzy came forward. "What happened here?" The old man pointed to the water. "There, under that dark water, you'll find the truth." Raphael squinted. "What truth?" The old man's voice cracked. "We buried people here." The room went silent. "They made us seal workers inside the vault. People who protested. People who saw the documents. People the regime wanted erased." He took a step closer. "I tried to free them. They caught me, beat me, left me here when they flooded the chamber. I survived by hiding in the maintenance ducts." Izzy's eyes widened. "You lived here for decades?" He nodded slowly. "I couldn't leave, not until someone found the truth." Raphael's voice hardened. "You killed those kids." The old man shook his head fiercely. "No, I tried to save them. I warned them about the gas. I dragged the boy to safety, but the vault kills anyone who stays too long." His voice cracked. "I never hurt them." Marcone muttered. "Then who did?" The old man looked down. "They freed the gas. Someone opened the old valves." Raphael stepped forward. "Who?" The old man pointed to the wall. "Carved into the concrete. The past collects its debts." Izzy froze. "That phrase was in case file 4, mile 103. Raphael whispered. "There's no way that's a coincidence." The old man continued. "Another engineer survived. My partner. He swore to keep the past buried. When he learned the kids were filming, he panicked. He came here yesterday. I heard him. Opening valves. Flooding the chamber." Raphael tightened his jaw. "What's his name?" The old man closed his eyes. Antonio Rocha, Izzy gasped. Rocha? As in, Dr. Henrique Rocha? The old man nodded. His father. Silence fell like a hammer. The crimes of Case 3 had roots far deeper. Raphael exhaled slowly. This isn't one case. It's a chain. The old man whispered, You want the truth? Drain the vault. It took 2 days, heavy equipment, and political clearance. When the vault was finally pumped dry, what surfaced shocked even the most experienced officers. 12 bodies perfectly preserved in the cold water, restraining marks, tools, uniforms from the construction crew, and a box of sealed documents stamped with military insignias. The truth was undeniable. The Arapema Dam was built on a mass burial site, executions carried out under military orders, hidden beneath a public works project. The missing young photographers had stumbled onto what the government buried for half a century, and someone had tried to silence them exactly like before. They arrested Antonio Rocha, now 82, living a quiet life in a nearby town. He confessed instantly. I kept the secret my whole life, he said, but when I saw the kids filming, laughing, walking into the hatch, I panicked. Raphael's voice was ice. You opened the gas valves. Yes, you killed them. A long pause. I didn't want to. I wanted to warn them. I went after them, but the gas spread too fast. Raphael felt something burn inside. And the 12 workers buried in your vault? Rocha lowered his eyes. We were following orders. Raphael leaned in. You had a choice. Rocha exhaled. No one had a choice. Case file 05 closed, but Raphael didn't feel closure. Not after discovering a crime older than himself. Not after realizing the past was stitching itself into every new case. Not after seeing how secrets buried in concrete can wait decades to surface. Izzy approached quietly. You okay? Raphael stared at the quiet surface of the dam. In Brazil, he said, the dead don't always stay dead. Some keep calling until someone listens. She nodded. And we listened. He looked out at the vast lake covering decades of lies. For now, he whispered. Only for now.